Good morning, guys. It's me, Charles Francis from Ground Level Coaching, and welcome to today's special edition of Simple Monday Reflections. Guys, I've got something for you today. So today I'm going to talk about your power move and your power phrase. Guys, do you even know what a power phrase and a power move is? If you don't, boy, you're missing out. And if you know what it is and you're not using it, equally you're missing out. And if you're using it and you don't even know you're using it, you're missing out. So we're going to cover this today. I'm going to introduce you to a power phrase and a power move. Let me tell you something, guys. A power phrase basically is just something that when you say something to yourself and it fires you up, puts you in this peak state, it makes you just like you're just ready to go. That's what a power phrase is. When you say something, it doesn't matter if it's a word or a phrase, it just kind of like puts you in that zone. And the power move is just something that you do with it. Some people say, yeah, a rock, or some people like high five, something, whatever it is. It's the power move. It kind of doubles the intensity of the feeling that you get when you say that phrase. So that's what a power phrase and a power move is, guys. Right, let me tell you something. When I used to fight professionally in the cage, my wife used to say to me, when I started, I was always like gentle and calm. I was just getting myself prepared for the fight, and then something would click. Midway, I knew what would click, but my wife would say, look, something clicked in you, and I could see you just stamp your fist like that, and then all of a sudden you just changed. I knew what was happening. What was happening to me is that when I was in a fight, I was just kind of like just relaxing here and there, and the minute you threw a punch at me, and if it just missed me, I said, whoa, right now I'm in a fight, boom, I switch on, say my power phrase, let's do this, baby, I'm on this, and I'm doing my move. My move was like, was that at the moment, fist in my palm. That was my move at the moment, at that time, and boom, I was in it. I was ready to go. I was focused, in my zone and in the fight, and she could see that as well. So the power phrase is really powerful because it immediately changes your state and it puts you in that peak performance, in that zone of where you're invincible and you can conquer the world or do anything. That's what a power phrase is. Guys, how do you develop a power phrase and a power move? You've always had times in your life where you've done something, you just think to yourself, you're on fire, I'm on top of the world in this. And sometimes you said something to yourself, and what you said to yourself at that time, has linked that phrase to that feeling. And so you just got to try to remember a time where you've done something magnificent and think, like, what did I say to myself at that time? Well, what can I say to myself now that will remind me of that time? Boy, I rock, or whatever, I'm magnificent, whatever it is, and link it to that time and then write it down. Because that's your power phrase, And if you want to do a move, or your favorite jiggy, or shake that ass, or whatever it is, you want to do your favorite move to it, that's going to intensify. Whatever that intensifies, that emotion, that feeling that you get when you say that phrase, add that move to it as well. And if you haven't got a time where you can't remember a time, you got to play as if, guys. You got to play as if you are on top of the world and you're invincible. Because let me tell you something: the mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what isn't real. It's just going to respond to whatever you put in front of it. So you've got to put that super you, put that best you in front of the mind, and say a phrase that lifts you up. It doesn't even matter. You might have heard it from someone else or heard it on TV or whatever. It's whatever it is, but something that that touches the heart, that gets you driving. Whatever it is, that phrase, say that phrase at that time when you're feeling that way or you want to feel that way, and act as if, boom, nothing, I'm on top of the world, nothing ain't touching this. And that's how you just say it more and more. And then also times when you are on top of the world, say it then, ingrain it so it comes into that as well. And that's how you develop your power phrase. And your power move is just super cool, man. Whatever it is you're going to do, it's going to be super cool for you, And you add that move to it. And that's how you get your power phrase and your power move. Guys, every superhero has his own power fuse. My favorite one is Hulk smash. That's me. I love Hulk smash. Other people, what about Batman? I'm the Knight, I am vengeance, I am Batman. What about Bruce Willis? Yippee-yi-yay, mother. I ain't gonna say the rest, but you know what I'm saying. People have their own power phrases that when they say it, A team, I love it when the plan comes together. Things that just get you ready and think yourself, on top of it. So find out what's your power phrase. Use it, guys. Remember, what you don't use, eventually you're going to lose. So you have to keep using it. The whole idea is to be able to switch it on and off when you want. to have that best performance, put that super you in front. Could you imagine if a superhero didn't have those power phrases and couldn't have that cloak or anything? It wouldn't be useless. You know what I mean? So you've got to put on that super cloak, that you've got to use it and, you know, put it on you, be able to switch on when you want, like Superman. And he went in that closet and he just be able to put that cloak whenever he wanted it. And that's all you got to do. Be able to change your state, put yourself in that peak performance whenever you want it. Because do you remember when kids they used to wrap that cloak around their head and run like they're Superman, and it wasn't even a cloak, it was their jacket. and they would be running like they're Superman. Kids would do that, you know what I mean? Or, you know, nowadays you've got kids with like a stick and they think they're Harry Potter with a wand and they think they're Merlin and they can just magic things. But it doesn't matter. It's not about whether you can or can't do the thing. It's about how it makes you feel. Because if you feel on top of the world, you're going to perform and you're going to behave on top of the world, and it's going to make you feel great. Hey, kids feel great. You know, they don't care whether they can do or not. It's just how they feel. And let me tell you, that feeling isn't just reserved for kids. It's reserved for us as well. We're adults. We're just big kids, you know. It's just that we've let our ego come in the way. You know, oh, I don't want to look like that way. You know, I look a bit stupid when I do that or say that. Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn if you look stupid? How do you feel? If it makes you feel on top of the world, then I don't, I mean, who cares? You know what I mean? And I guarantee you, when you start doing your power phrase and your power move, you're going to be so excited and so generated by it that you ain't going to give a damn who looks, who's there, who's around. In fact, you're going to be encouraging people. What's your power phrase? What's your power move? Because I've certainly got mine. You know, so you've got to put that super you in front of your mind, because your mind can't tell what's real and what's not real. It's just going to respond to what's in front of it, you know. So put that super you in front of your mind, you know. And even if it's for a second, you think it's for a second, but what it's actually doing is it's embedding itself in your subconscious, and it's becoming part of your character. It's become part of your character. You become an uplifter. You become an energizer instead of an energy drainer. You know, people look at you and they get the vibe from you, because that's how you are. And when you're not feeling 100%, or you need to be on your A game, boom, you're ready to switch on your power phrase and your power move. What is it? So guys, take time, find out what drives you. What certain words do you use that spur you on? Certain words that you can say, or phrases that you can say that make you just feel great and feel, yes, I'm ready, I can do this. And then add a little move to it. Add a little yes, get in there, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Anything that resonates with you, just add a little jiggy, add a little move with it, intensify it, and keep practicing it, keep using it. Listen, write it down. Don't leave it to your memory. What we write, we invite into our life. So write it down first of all, and then use it, guys. You don't have to always wait for something great to use. To feel great. You don't have to always wait for a great thing to happen to use those phrases. You know, when anything, just use it. Like, for example, like when I use it when I enter a room. When I enter a room, I say a power phrase. Yeah, I've got this, man. I'm blessed. I'm the man. You know what I mean? Or when I'm brushing my teeth and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm squashing, I'm saying, yes, I'm great. I'm magnificent. I'm loving it. Or if I take a shower and I'm ready to embrace the world, let's do this, man. Yeah. Life ain't got nothing on me. So what is your power phrase? Are you magnificent? Are you, you know, in top of the world? Are you the winner? Are you the, whatever it is, man? What's your power phrase? Start using it. Start making it becomes a habit. You're being able to switch on your excellence whenever you want to. Or if you're not feeling 100%, boom, you can say that power phrase and make that move, guys. Make that move. Because I tell you what, this is a fantastic tool to have in your arsenal of having a better life. Because let me tell you something, the world is changing rapidly. We've all seen with COVID how fast the world is changing, and people have just having to adapt. They're having to adjust. But the interesting thing about this is that look at advancements in technology. Look how much technology is changing and advancing. You know, we don't question it, we just use it. We use it to better our comforts and conveniences. Everyone wants a new iPhone, everyone's looking for that new laptop or whatever it is. We're using this technology and we're not questioning it. But let me tell you guys, behind the scenes, as you see technology advancing, so is the work done by the neuroscientists. And when I say neuroscientists, I mean people that are studying how the mind works, how to use the mind so your body can behave in 100% optimum performance, how to use the mind in business and performance, in sports and everything. And these guys, those who are taking the time, bold enough to step up and using it, they're changing their lives. Not because of they're not because of how much money they're making and everything. It's because they're knowing the power of the mind. They're knowing how to run their mind, how to use their mind to benefit themselves. Guys, the irony of all of this is that, like I said, technology, we're using it. We don't question it. So why don't we use the work done by the neuroscientists? We already know the power of the mind and what the mind can do. We already know people thinking themselves into peak performance. It's happening all the time. So why don't we just use that as well? Why don't we understand and use more of that and apply it in a proper way, in a rigid way, and do it every day so it becomes part of our character? And that's what the power phrase and the power move does. It's part of that neuroscience work. Speaks to your subconscious. Words, guys, are so powerful. We already know the power of words. Leaders, musicians, religious people, all these people, you know, they use words to touch to the hearts of people, to move people by the words that they use. Look at all these world leaders, you know, whether you like their ideology or their ideas, that's not what I'm trying to say here. That's neither here or there. I'm not talking about whether you like what they say or not, or you agree with what they say, but the fact remains, and you can't deny, that it's the words that they're using that are touching the hearts of people and making these people moving their emotions and making them follow them. And that's what you have the ability to do to yourself. You have the ability to use your own words to yourself, touch your own emotions, and make you follow you. So you become the leader and not the follower. You start to follow in your mind and generate it so it works for you instead of against you. Whatever follows I am generally is. Whether you believe you can, you can. Whether you believe you can't, you can't. You know what I mean? It's simple as that. Because you tell yourself it so often, and it becomes part of you. That's why it becomes part of you. So we have to start now using our minds to generate the world that around us that we want, to have the response to things that happen that we want that response, and make our world the way we want it to be. Power phrase, it's all about power move. Guys, go and find your power phrase and power move and start using it. Start embedding it in everything that you do. Make that 100% you, super you come to the forefront of your mind, and, you know, make your world great. So that's it, guys. If you like this video today, please hit the like button below. Put the comments, if you've got comments, put the comments in. You know, I'd really love to hear, like, maybe even share some topics that you want me to reflect on, because I'd love to stimulate my mind, you know, answering and reflecting on some of the comments that or topics that you like. So guys, thank you so much for listening to this. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks so much for taking the time and being part of my community. God bless you. Stay safe and stay blessed. This world's amazing, guys. All of you guys out there are amazing. Each and every one of them. Love you all. Peace. I'm out.